Hey guys, this is Rebecca Ganchi. Welcome back to my bullet journal. I spent about an hour and a half a couple days ago in the hot, sweltering Southern California summer heat preparing a full plan with me video. I was going to show you how I created my insert. I was going to show you all the logic behind my layout. I was going to talk about all of the different challenges and interesting things about what I was using and about the washi tape and where I got it and about everything. I was going to show you everything from start to finish. And then I got to the very end after, like I said, an hour and a half of sweltering heat and found out that the file did not save. So I am probably more disappointed than you'll ever be, but I just wanted to give a bit of an apology as to why this video is a lot shorter than it was supposed to be. Hoping that I'll be able to do the full plan with me in August, but in the meantime, I'm going to show you, first of all, how I clip my corners with my corner rounder that I got from Hobby Lobby, so shout out there. Then I'm going to show you a flip through of my July insert. I've only got a few pages set up, but I'm pretty excited for some new ideas that I'm going to be using this month, so I hope that you enjoy it. Okay. So this is my monthly page. As you can see, this is sort of a weird month because it starts on a Saturday, ends on a Monday, so it's one of those 6-week deals. And I did not want to have to deal with that because I have limited space enough as it is. So what I actually did was just put Monday down in the corner here as if it were Super Sunday. I'll probably be using my August insert by the time we get there anyway, so it's not a big deal. And it kind of, gives a reason for the unevenness of the calendar anyway, because I don't like to split Wednesdays or Thursdays or whatever down the middle. So I do start my weeks on Mondays here because I like to keep the weekends together. I haven't filled out anything in here as to like where I'm going, what I'm doing, or what events I have, basically because I'm using my fountain pen and it's currently inked up with Noodler's Walnut, which is brown because my June colors theme is brown, but July, as you can see, is red, and I'm actually going to use Lexington Gray, which I have a little bit of, but I want to ink up my pen before I start messing up anything in here. So yeah, these washi tapes are the times that I'm going to be traveling. We're going to be out of town for the 4th of July. And then we're going to Comic-Con later this month, which I'm really excited about. We got tickets for the full 4 days plus preview night. So yes, it's going to be really awesome. This is, I think, our 4th year going, or my 4th year going. And I'm definitely going to be posting a video later in July, mid-July, somewhere in this week. Maybe this day. Who knows? I'm going to post a video about how I plan for conventions. I've gone to, this will be my 3rd convention that I'm doing in my bullet journal, and so I think the system I used for the last 2 worked pretty well, so I'm going to show you how I do that, how I plan where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do, and how I use my bullet journal for that. So stay tuned if you are interested in any kind of convention planning. Next page. If you've seen any of my flip throughs, you know that this page never changes on my monthly. My 4G allotment is actually 4 gigabytes, but I've only put 2 gigabytes on here because I'm planning to use half of it before Comic-Con and then half afterwards, because my month ends on the 24th and Comic-Con ends the 23rd. So I'm planning to use 2 gigabytes until here and then save a bunch for when I am out and about. Debit cards. I might put a tracker here. My monthly project for July is a pair of socks that I want to knit, so I might put a tracker just to make sure I'm knitting every day, or maybe a graph to see my progress over the course of the month. We'll see. Or I might just fill it with washi tape because I've been getting really into washi tape lately. This is just a to-do list for the month. Mostly it's things that I don't feel like putting on a week, because if I put something on my to-do list for the week, that means that I'm pretty committed to doing it. And the stuff that goes on the monthly to-do list has a good chance of not getting done just because I don't feel like it or I don't really want to put it there. So out of sight, out of mind, tucked at the front of the insert. It's terrible. The month starts with a 4-day weekend, which is fantastic. The 4th of July, I'm in the US if you can't tell from my accent, And so the 4th of July we have off, so we actually also get off Monday, the 3rd, because it makes more sense that way. So we get the full 4-day weekend, which, as I pointed out, we're going to be spending out of town. So I've just got this spread sort of set up with all of the most patriotic washi I have. It's just going to be some daily logging for just those 4 days. I don't think I'm going to need more than this space for that time, because when I'm traveling, really all I do is just a couple notes, maybe things that I learned, things that we did. I might doodle, who knows? Or I might just, I have a couple to-dos, but not enough to fill a full page per day like I do when I'm home. And then I'm moving to a weekly spread. The last 2 months, I believe, I've been using a 1-page weekly where I have just the dates down this half of the page and then some space for a to-do list here. But this to-do list has been getting to feel a little bit too cramped, like I need more space. So I'm actually going to spread out over a full 2-page weekly layout. I still do my dailies. I really love dailies. But I'm trying a weekly again. I haven't used a weekly since December. Yeah, I haven't used a weekly like a full spread like this all year. So it's going to be a nice, fun, way to change things up as we move into the summer, get me, productive. So my plan, I have my tracker down here. I know what all these mean because it's the same things I've been tracking on my dailies. I've been using a pre-printed daily, and I have space that I leave at the top, the little boxes for tracking certain things. So those are all here, the same stuff, but I'm just going to do it all in one chart on the weekly. And then this space is going to be for projects, for like YouTube videos or things that that I'm working on over the course of the week. And then the to-do list will just be tasks. So projects include tasks, and tasks are things that you can actually check off when you do them. If that makes sense with that distinction. I've been watching a lot of Carrie Harling videos, and she's really into project planning, and the point that she makes is that basically anything is a project if it has multiple tasks, and it's been really inspiring me to think about what I have to do that way. It makes me feel more productive because you can't just check off an entire project in one go. Splitting it up into multiple tasks makes a lot more sense. And then I don't have a lot of things I go to or do, so I don't need that much space for my little, daily squares. So that's not a lot of room. I think for a full week, because this page is only for the Wednesday through Sunday after we get back from our trip. So if I have a full week in here, I'll go across the whole top. But for this, I only needed a little bit of room. And then that's actually all I have set up. I'm going back to the unprinted. I'm using this Rhodia dot pad paper, which is really nice. I'm excited to use that with my fountain pen and to see how well that works. It's blank, so I haven't stapled it. You've obviously noticed by now. I haven't stapled it because it does fit very nicely in the traveler's notebook. The elastic holds it shut, and you don't have to worry about it coming apart at all. But I'm basically going back to some original bullet journal stuff with just the blanks. I've been enjoying the pre-printed, but the paper I was using was a little bit too porous for the pen I wanted to use. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot, and still love the dot grid, and I'm hoping to be able to, do some new layouts and some new ideas, but my dailies are probably going to stay pretty much the same, where I basically put the date at the top, then I have a section for work and a section for home, and then I just leave it at that. And there should be, I think, enough paper in here to last me the full month, and if there's not, I can insert it here because it's not stapled, like I said. Alright, so sorry guys that the original video idea didn't work. I'm still planning to hopefully show you a full plan through like I had planned for July. I'm going to do that in August instead, so do stay tuned for that. Please subscribe if you're interested in seeing more of my bullet journal videos, and like this video if you enjoyed it so that others can find it as well. I really appreciate everybody. Before I forget, I wanted to give a shout out to Girly Smart 1, who was my 100th subscriber on YouTube, which is a really big milestone. I mean, it's, I guess, your first of many big milestones, hopefully, but I didn't expect to get this far, really. I've just been really enjoying making some videos over the last few months, and I really appreciate everyone who's joining me on my journey. Yeah. So thank you so much, Girly Smart One. You made my day. That was like the one thing. I finished filming or not filming that whole hour-long plan with me, and then found out that it didn't work. But then I came back to my inbox and saw that I had gotten my 100th subscriber, and that made the evening bearable. So thank you so much, Girly. You're the best. All right, I will see you guys in a couple weeks for that convention planning video, and again on Monday for The Sims, and stay tuned for all of that, and I will see you later. Bye.